Alright, hey Game Jolt, it's Pnod here. Um, I wanted to make this video for all you people, all you wonderful people following the development of the game, as a sort of early Halloween present, I guess. Because, some really weird stuff is, going on behind the scenes, I'm finding some really weird stuff. So, excuse me if I'm a bit quiet talking into the microphone. It is 1 a.m. and I need to be a bit quiet. And so basically, I'm looking to, I'm working on Overdose, Suicide Mouse Overdose, and I'm looking to all of the previous Suicide Mouse games that have ever existed for inspiration and stuff. I'm looking to them for ideas that I could put into the game and stuff. And I'm obviously also looking to the original Suicide Mouse game from 2012 by Link Rules All, which is the original game that spawned this entire series, I suppose. And the thing is that I figured I'd look in the files of that game for a bit because that game is made in Game Maker 8, which is an old version of Game Maker before they had Studio. And I actually managed to get my hands on Game Maker 8 and a decompiler for it a year or two ago. So I was able to look into the code of the game and stuff and just directly extract the textures from it and see how things worked in there. And the really interesting thing is that I discovered, let me just open up the Game Maker file for it. I discovered a lot of unused sprites and unused objects and unused rooms, because in sprites there's just a lot more than you end up seeing in the full game per se. There's just a lot of these that just go completely unused, and it's if I go in here, I open into rooms, there's these rooms called deeper, which are you never see in the game, you cannot access them in the built version of the game. And there's also these furnace rooms. These are just all, there's just all this unused stuff here in the game that you just you never, there's no way to access it. And it just I guess I'm the first person to well, actually no, I'll explain it a bit better, but it's I just discovered all this stuff and thought it was so interesting, and it's why has nobody ever found these before and talked about this stuff before? And I'll show it to you a bit later. But yeah, so I found these things. So I modified the code of the game to re-enable all the unused content so that you can actually access it and see it and use it in game. I re-enabled all of that. So I made this new version of the .exe file, which has all the stuff enabled. And I figured, okay, well, I'm gonna share this with my fans for Halloween as this cool thing. Look at all these things that I found. But the thing is that I can't share the game with you for multiple reasons. The first one being that this unused content doesn't seem to be in any of the publicly available versions of the game, because it's there's multiple re-uploads of the game floating around online. There's this one on GameJolt where it's re-uploaded by this San Diego guy. There's the version on Internet Archive, which is I guess you can download this as well if you use Internet Archive. And the thing is that if you download these .exe files from these sources and you decompile these, you will not find the unused content in there. Believe me, I tried, I looked into it, but it's just these uploads of the game only have the content that you regularly see. They don't have any hidden deep secrets inside them. This unused content that I'm talking about was only in the version I had on my computer that it was just I just had lying around in my games folder, because I'm on a new computer that I switched to about a year ago, and I just brought over a bunch of old games that I had installed from my old computer. I just brought them over when I made the switch. So it was just this exe file. It was just my version of the game. I had probably downloaded it years ago, probably 2021 or something. So I have no idea where I got the version of the game that has the unused stuff in it. So you can't find this version anywhere else online. Okay, So, okay, that's one thing, but obviously the main thing I tried to do was like upload this version of the game online so that you can download it. Except that doesn't work. It's like I tried it on Google Drive and I tried it on Mediafire and Mega and WeTransfer. I tried like any of the file sharing websites that you would like want to put the game on, and it just doesn't accept it. It just fails to load. Like, it fails to upload because it's like, I guess it's being blocked by the firewalls of these sites. It's like getting flagged as a virus or something, I don't know. And it's like, I've tried uploading this modified build with the secret content enabled. That doesn't work. I've tried uploading just the game as I found it, as it was like when I found it lying around on my hard drive before enabling the secret content. That doesn't want to upload either. I've tried uploading like the raw decompiled code of the game so that you can like recompile it for yourself and see the secret content. That doesn't work either. All of these just like get blocked. I don't know why. I guess there's just like corrupted data somewhere in there that I don't know how to remove. So basically I suppose that the only thing I can do is just like record myself playing the game, because I'm trying, I have been trying, and I literally cannot find a way to like upload all these things to the internet. It's completely rejected by any website I try to upload it on. So I guess that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to play this version of the game and show you the things in it. And it's like, first off, I found this alternate title screen, which is like all messed up. There's like the smiley face here. There's like, you can get no help. The P is backwards. It's like, Mickey here is shattered. It makes no sense why this is in the files, but it's just there, I guess. So I'm honestly, okay, so I'm not gonna explain any further. I'm just gonna show you what the game is like. Alright, so we're in here. Mickey has a pretty different sprite. He has a little hat as well. Let's let me get my mouse out of here. So the face that tells us to go away, it looks quite different. Quite more clownish, less pixelated than the one in like the public version of the game. And there's also rain falling down from the sky. So yeah, let's keep walking a bit more. And let's talk to this other person. There's a different face here. This one's got like, tells us to get out. And there's like this pentagram star on its face or whatever. Alright, let's hang ourselves now and see what happens there. We're being hung, as usual, as tends to happen in this game. Alright, delightful. And we died. So watch what happens now. Wow. Yikes. I literally have no idea why that happens, but it's just there, I suppose. So yeah, let's keep going. Let's see what else is in this place. There's this other house. This guy's bald. Good for him. Leave now. Okay, yeah. Because that's also what it says in the public version of the game, but it's like not with that face. It's a more generic guy face who's just looking at you. There's this guy. Save yourself. Okay. Thank you. I will save myself. And this is the last guy. I am dead. Nice. So, alright, let's fall down to the dungeon. This is working. Looks pretty same so far. Hey, Squidward. So, nothing special happens if you throw yourself into the fire, so we're just, like, not going to do that. There's a door here. I don't think there's a way to enter it. Like, I didn't find any sort of way that you could enter it. It doesn't even seem like there's anything, like, attached to it. So, like, any room behind it, so we're gonna ignore that. There's the hole we could fall into, but it's like... I'll save that for a bit later. And here's the portal. And I found the suggested code that makes it disappear a lot later. You have more time with it, so it's easier to get into. So that's very nice. And here's Mickey with an alternate sprite sheet that makes him all red with this big white smile on his face. Yeah. And we just keep walking. Here's Mickey impaled on the pole. That's like pretty usual. That's just what's supposed to happen normally. And usually the game would just restart at this point. But no, now we're here in this new area. And it just... You walk down, gravity pulls you down. I don't care, Bisktard. No offense to you, Bisktard, but I'm doing something right here. So alright, let's just keep going down a bit more. Let's see what's down in this place. And it's... Oh no, it's fire! And he screams like that when he dies. That's pretty savage. And this guy does this thing again. Good for him. Yeah. Wow. Alright, you can stop that. So is my recording still going? Alright, good, because I'd be mad if it got corrupted. I guess I'll just leave it like this for now. So you can see the sort of the sort of cascade effect that goes on in OBS. Alright, so we saw what was in the portal. There's like that new place where you just fall down a bit before you fall into the fire. So, let's see what happens if you fall down into the usual hellhole, as it's so called, because it's like, that's what people, like, it's one thing that, because fans have called that the hellhole, because it's just like a hole you fall into and it turns out pretty badly for you, except that's also just what it's called in the game's files. It's literally called the hellhole. Like, if you look in here, it's literally to hellhole, and then you get hellhole. That's the falling pit where you explode into. So let's see what happens when we fall in there. Alright, we're in here. That's pretty nice. And the shadow Mickeys are appearing. They keep appearing around us with the heartbeat sound. It's like, if you play this game, you know what is coming up next. You know it's going to be quite a loud noise, quite a sudden moment. Just wait for it. Except there's no jump scare. There's like code that disables the jump scare and instead opens up this new passageway into this place. Alright. Yeah, that happens. This guy appears, this little dancing guy with no hands. Like, he's got arms, but he just doesn't seem to have hands at the end of his arms. He doesn't stop you or anything, he just jump scares you for a second. And then there's this person where you walk up and he says, "I found you. Do not be scared. I want to help you. Please just listen. I cannot do anything for you right now because this world is incomplete. But when it is complete, when everything has been finalized, please search for me. Don't blindly follow the path presented to you. Explore. I will be there trying to reach you. Once I have reached you there, we might be able to discuss a bit more. Remember this. There is no time left now. I have to go. Be good." Yeah. Oh, hold on, Mike. Did my recording corrupt? Okay, thank you. It's because I've noticed sometimes the screen just goes black, but alright, that seems to have worked. Okay, good. But anyway, yeah, so getting back to the game and what was actually happening, you find that guy and he gives you this dialogue telling you to, like, search for him when the world is complete, and it's just like, if you've played this game, you know there is no dialogue in it. You, like, aside from talking to the people in the houses when you go up to their doors and they tell you to, like, leave and get lost, it's like, there's no dialogue like that actually appears in this game. So, the presence of that, like, black skeleton guy with the big face and the red eyes and the red teeth, it's like, it's very interesting. It's like, I don't know what he's doing there. But, there's one more thing I believe you can get in here, which is like, you might know that in this game there's a secret cheat code where if you go to the left here, right next to lamppost, and type in Alex, you get this in the public version of the game. If you do that, then you get to see like the creator's face as like a little song plays. But and then it just sends you back to the title screen, and that's it. But in this version, if you do that and you type in Alex, the game calls out your bullshit and tells you that you're a cheater. So wow. And then when you leave that screen, you're in here. And it's this white void. It seems to be pretty similar to the pit where being assaulted by shadow Mickeys. You can't go left, you can't go right, you can't get out of here. This is your punishment for being a cheater. And it starts raining, you start getting jump scared. It's like the rain gets more, there's more shadow people, it gets more intense. And then the game just crashes. Hold on, yeah. The game just crashes when that happens. And yeah, I guess that's more or less everything that I was able to find in this build. Because there's Demon Small, which is like, this is the black skeleton guy who appears and tells you that weird dialogue that I was just talking about. And there's like these unused rooms like Deeper Free, which is where you get assaulted by the handless guy, I think. And Furnace, this is interesting. So after you go into the portal and you see the impaled Mickey on a spike at the end of the void, you then get transported into this place where you were just falling down a bit until you land in these fires here. I can't zoom in. GameMaker, this old version of GameMaker is not great, and you can't zoom in. But there was this room where you just have to go into the fire and kill yourself, and you don't get a choice. And this place is referred to as the Furnace in the files. And we have Cheater Jail, which is just the place for cheaters, where you go, where you've been jailed, because you tried to input the cheat code. And then it's like this sprite of this guy laughing at this like black Mickey of the face. It's called Laugh. Like the sprite is just called Laugh with 2 F's. And and I don't know, he looks kind of interesting with the yellow eyes and the yellow background. I don't know. Yeah. And like Demon Close-Up, it's like this guy. I don't know about him. He's just there. And it's just, yeah, that's just, I really don't know what's going on here. Like, I don't know why my version of the game, that I don't even know where I got this version of the game from. It's been sitting on my computer for years, and I've just been playing it every now and then, just to play it, just for inspiration, I guess. And apparently just my version had all this secret content in it that nobody else ever discovered. Because it's not in any other builds of the game that I was able to find. Because it's like, again, it's not publicly, the secret content is not in any of the public re-uploads of the game. It's just, mine is special for some reason. Mine is just different like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much like everything I wanted to show off in this video. I've been recording for 18 minutes, good lord. So yeah, again, this is just an early Halloween gift, I suppose, because I don't know what else to put up for Halloween. Development on Overdose is going pretty good. It's just like, progress is slow, but of course it's going to be slow. It was never going to be fast. It's just like, this game is going to take forever to make, so just like, don't expect a demo soon, don't expect any major updates soon. Just like, I'm taking my time with it. I don't want to rush and like pump this game out as quickly as I can, because it's like, as Shigeru Miyamoto says, a rushed game is forever bad, but a delayed game is eventually good. And I'd rather Overdose be a delayed game that eventually comes out good. So sorry if that I don't have any updates to show off for it right now, because just development's pretty slow. Well, just like, yeah, I figured I could just show off this stuff that I found, because it's pretty neat. So that's about it. Have a great evening and have a great rest of your day. So yeah, Goodbye.